It's shaping up to be another great year at the Alton Towers resort. Something they continuously improve on each year is their special events, which they host throughout the year. A few years ago it was only really Scarefest that we saw at the park, but over the past few years that lineup has been increasing with new and exciting additions. And this year appears to be no different. At the time of recording this video, Alton Towers haven't yet announced the events that we're going to be seeing this year in 2023. However, they have announced how many events we're going to be seeing this year in the form of 6 coloured doors. So in today's video, I'm going to be predicting what each of these 6 events could be. Oh, and if you're watching this after the events have been announced, then still stay tuned until the end of the video to find out if I got any right, or if I got them all completely wrong. But before we get on into the video, if you do enjoy watching, then please consider hitting that like button to let me know, and if you are new around here and you're feeling extra cheeky, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single thing, because we make plenty of theme park and adventure videos here which you don't want to miss. So we're going to be starting off with that green door at the very end, and that's because I'm 100% certain that this will be Scarefest. This Halloween event celebrated its 15th anniversary last year, and I'm confident that it won't be stopping there. Scarefest is one of the best and biggest Halloween events in the UK, and features scare mazes, spooky themed family attractions, entertainment, and extended opening hours so that you can enjoy rides in the dark. It's the most popular of all the current events at the resort, and it's clear to see why. It's fun, exciting, and of course very scary. We've had the same returning scare mazes for the past few years now, so hopefully in 2023 we see some new additions. Last year we were introduced to the scare attraction The Invitation, which didn't receive the best reviews, however it was still good to see that Alton Towers were trying something new. This year the event needs a new scare maze. It would also be good to see a scare zone too, which you don't have to pay any additional fees for, but we'll just have to wait and see. With the opening of the new attraction replacing Jewel, The Curse at Alton Manor, I think it's very likely that we could see more activity going on in that area at this year's Scarefest event. But what is certain is that Scarefest will be back for 2023, and will hopefully be bigger and better than ever before. So we have 2 blue doors. One is lighter blue and one is darker blue. We usually get Oktoberfest before Scarefest begins, so I'm predicting that the darker blue door will be this event. Oktoberfest is a fantastic event which started a few years ago at the park. Each year it gets progressively better. At this event you will find all sorts of fantastic Oktoberfest entertainment on the main lawn area and in the courtyard, as well as that there's plenty of new food options available. Sometimes the park is open a little later too, so it means that you get more time inside the park to enjoy the entertainment, as well as getting on all the rides and roller coasters. I'm pretty certain that Oktoberfest will be back this year. It appears to be quite successful each year, so it would be a surprise if they stopped it now. What would be good to see this year though, is more entertainment across the whole park, rather than just on the lawn and the courtyard. Send some entertainment over to Forbidden Valley. It's definitely going to be more quiet over there than usual. But yeah, Oktoberfest is a fantastic event, and I'm excited for it to hopefully return this season. Another event which I'm hoping returns this year, and one that I think will return this year, is Mardi Gras. Just like Oktoberfest, Mardi Gras has been running for a few years now, and it has been getting better each year. Mardi Gras is an event full of music and dancing all over the park. There's different dance groups themed to each of the themed areas, each one being unique to the other. Last year they also included a parade at the end of the day, where all the groups came together and had a big dance on Tower Street. It's one of my personal favourite events at Alton Towers, as there's so much entertainment to check out all over the park. There's also different food options, some being Mardi Gras themed. It may not be as popular or have any additional attractions as some of the other events such as Scarefest, but it's still a fun addition to your day at the park, and I would highly recommend visiting on one of the days the event is running. Although it's not confirmed, I can imagine that Mardi Gras will be returning for the 2023 season. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, this next one is a prediction which isn't a current event at the park, but it is possible that we could see it this year. Now, roller coasters don't usually get special events for their anniversaries, but I think it's possible we could see a Smiler 10th anniversary celebration this year. This roller coaster is one of, if not the most popular and most loved rides in the park. It's a world record breaker with 14 inversions, so I can imagine them doing something with the coaster turning 10 years old in 2023, seeing as this record has still not been broken even 10 years later. The Smiler opened in May, so if the doors are in order, then this would make sense. However, that would also mean that Mardi Gras would take place a little earlier than usual. What do you think? Do you think we could see a Smiler anniversary event this year? Let me know in the comments. The Festival of Thrills made its debut at the park last year. It featured different bands around the park themed to each of the areas. It was a great idea, but honestly, I think the event could have been done a little bit better. Hopefully, if this event does return this year, we'll see more entertainment on the main stage on the lawns, rather just on those little stages around each of the different themed areas. This event could be so much bigger and has so much potential, so if the Festival of Thrills returns in 2023, it would be good to see some of these changes. Now this one could also be the yellow door or the purple door, as if the doors are in time order anyway, this would be more towards the time of year we saw this event last year. But this event would fit more suitably as more of a summer event, so it is possible we could see it around this time of year instead. Now the red door is a tricky one. I was trying to think of new events that could relate to the red door, but I just kept thinking of the Christmas event that Alton Towers host each year. It's almost certain that they will have a Christmas event this year as well, but I'm not sure if it will be included in the main lineup, as the park and the majority of rides aren't properly open. Take for example the Pirates event they're hosting before the season begins, this also hasn't been included on here. So I'm not sure, the red door could be the Christmas event, but if we're going in time order then obviously the red door should be last. So I had to think of something new that Alton Towers could possibly introduce this year. So I'm predicting that that red door could be the Alton Towers version of Carnival. This was an event that Thorpe Park introduced last year, and it was pretty similar to Mardi Gras. That's one reason I'm slightly skeptical of this prediction, but with the red door being in the middle, this is around the same time Carnival was at Thorpe Park. The door's also red, which was one of the main colours on the Carnival logo and the advertising. So that's what I think the red door could be. Now I do think that Alton Towers will still keep the Mardi Gras events, even if they do introduce the Carnival events, and that's because they are slightly different. With Mardi Gras it's more about the dancing and the music, whereas Carnival has more street entertainment like fire performers and circus acts. With the size of Alton Towers, I think they could pull this event off really well. So that's why I think Carnival could be coming to Alton Towers this year. Now it is likely that two of the new events that I mentioned could actually just be the fireworks and the Christmas events, but the colours of the doors are a little bit random and it looks like they have been put in order. So I don't know, we could see new events this year, or we could see the same returning ones, we'll just have to wait and see. Let me know your predictions down in the comments. But that is it for this video. If you did enjoy watching, then be sure to check out some of my other videos too, such as our Alton Towers Mardi Gras vlog from last year, or if you want to find out some of my favourite moments from last year's season at Alton Towers, then maybe consider checking this one out too. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.